What up? Name is Jason. Starting an online nutrition fitness coaching business. I got today I signed another lead or client. Got another client. This guy I'm super happy about. Quite frankly, I've had like 5 clients, but none of them paid. Well, I like to do 4 weeks free, and that way they can kind of just get a feel. But I use it more of a tactic, especially not having any testimonials, any social proof, any social media. You know what I mean? It kind of is rough, dude. It's rough. It's really rough. But this guy, he seems pretty good. As they all seem pretty, fired up and stuff. I felt pretty out of practice though when I was doing the onboarding call. It's been so long. I've been having my girl do it, and kind of miss out on valuable things. You know what I mean? But got one today. I think it was from a Facebook ad, not a while back. So that's one. Ultimately, I would love to charge $300 a month and have 33 clients roughly. About I think 9K, maybe 10K. I want to make 10K a month minimum. If I can make 10K a month, I'm pretty sure I can make 25K a month. Pretty sure. And it's not going to be, doing this. It's going to be training people how to make 10K a month, doing online nutrition and fitness coaching. So it's a little different. You just get to charge more, you know what I mean? And just keep moving up the value ladder. But I forgot the heck I was going to talk about. I was going to just talk about, I guess, success. People identify success in different ways. For me personally, it's kind of just like waking up and doing what I want, however long I want, whenever I want. Basically just doing everything I enjoy. So that's the thing, though, is like when you're successful, it's more likely that you're standing on top of a whole bunch of failures. You know what I mean? Starting this online nutrition and fitness coaching, did I think it was going to be easier? Yes. Why did I think it was going to be easier? Offering free training. That's why. You know how hard it was to get freaking training still? Super hard to still get training or to get clients. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm trying to figure it out still, you know what I mean? It could be just like a bad website, Today I'm actually going to be using, maybe not today, probably today, maybe today. I'm going to go on to HubSpot. I have the starter pack and I want to have a website. And I use Score app right now, but I'm going to use HubSpot. And I am going to dial it in a little bit. I kind of like to have like a type of funnel. Not like your very original website, I mean, it kind of looks more professional just because it's like original. You got your little header up there, and you have the pricing, you have the about us, you have the blog. I want to do all that, but I want to do it for the blog specifically, and I think it's just a little bit different because right now I run a Score app. It's like an assessment thing where they go into it and then they take the assessment, only if they fill out the contact information, and then on the bottom is a book call. On the last page is a book call, and the conversion rate right now is like at 3%, which is not the greatest. Imagine having a 15%. Imagine having a 30%. I mean, and potentially I could update the pricing on there, put the pricing in there, have the super package, the medium package, and the low package. But the low package is going to be just like 200 or 150, and then the medium package is 200, and then the super package is going to be 500. I'll probably do the 99, 499, 290, 199, and then the 149. What could be in those packages from the medium to the less or to the lowest package? I mean, quite frankly, I don't really know what it could be a little bit different, but I just feel like if there's a pricing, people can see like there is a lower, you know, it might help. You know, it's like you have the small, medium, large fry. And so it's like, you know, but sometimes the medium and the large, they're kind of, or the small, whatever. I just want to see if that helps, you know what I mean, my conversion rate, and because the pricing is not on the website, and maybe that will help out a little bit. So I want to set that up, and then I want to run some ads, and you know, the one thing I like to think about is running one ad. Oh, that's a cop. Running an ad, and when you run the ad, you can just run the traffic to 100 people. If no one converts within that 100 people, you got a bad website. And you just keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that. I know that it is kind of rough if you don't have conversions, and it's very frustrating because you don't get no leads, which no leads turns to no clients, which is very, very sad. You know what I mean? It's very, very sad, especially when you've been doing it for so long. One thing is you got to keep your head up. But I have some plans. I have some plans, and I feel like they're going to be killer. Which is basically the EDDM, the postcard. I'm going to be mailing a postcard to people, and I'm telling you, it could be the game changer. I'm telling you, I've never seen it in my life. Have I ever received a personal training piece of mail? Ever. I've never. And, you know, maybe I haven't been checking the mail since, you know, 15, 17, 18. I'm pretty sure I checked the mail since I was 18, for sure. You know, like, got mail to my crib, even though I ran away when I was 15 and didn't really have a crib. I'm pretty sure I checked the mail at some point in time, and I've never been like, you know, I'm pretty sure I've looked for coupons, you know, like Whataburger, you know what I mean, like what they got today, you know, or what do they got this week? Freaking, they got all the good stuff, and I've never seen it. Personal training, it's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. All I need is a 1% conversion rate of 1. If I can get a 1% conversion rate on these flyers, it's basically printing money, dude. It's going to. So I'm charging $800, or I'm getting charged $800 for 2,000 flyers. If I get a 2% conversion rate on 2,000, I don't know what the math is. I'm assuming it's 40. I don't know why. I think it is 40. A 2%. That's 40. And now, out of those 40 people, obviously I have the first month free. We already knew about that. And I mean, I just feel like, you know, free trials. Why not? You know? So you get 40. And out of those 40 people, remember, at 2%, let's just say 10. All right? 10 out of 2,000 people. 10 that buy your next month. They pay for that investment. So it doubles your money. So if I get 10 people to pay me for 1 month, it's $2,000. I paid $800. So if I get a better conversion rate, obviously it's way more. But if it's only 2%, and I get 10 clients from it, dude, it's game over. I just keep doing that. I just keep sending them everywhere. I just, you know, $800, but it is a little bit more expensive because I'm going through a middle person who is actually outsourcing the printing. So I don't know what the heck she actually does, dude. She has a whole shop, but I say, hey, you know, I need a copy. They're like, well, it's going to go somewhere else for better. I outsource it for better quality, which then it kind of makes me nervous because then it's like, is she just saying that? I don't know, but I feel like it could be a game changer. And if that does happen, dude, all I'm saying is my online nutrition and fitness coaching business is going to skyrocket, because as long as I have, you know, if I pay $2,000 and for flyers, I'm assuming that I'd get like 4,000, maybe 5,000, because the more you buy, the more cheaper it gets. So if I buy 5,000 flyers, I'm assuming it's going to be, if 800 2,000. That means 4,000 is 1,600. So I'm assuming I'd get like 5,000 for 1,700. Let's just say 5,000 for 2,000. Or yeah, 5,000 for 2,000. Let's just call it that. 5,000 for 2,000. All right, 5,000 for 2,000. Okay, and on the flyer it does have my website, but there's a text. It says text evolved my number, so it kind of gets rid of the website. I have the website for, like if they want to check it out, but I also have my phone number, so and I can just be like, perfect, hey, what's up, you showed interest in the online nutrition fitness coaching, what's up, you know what I mean? And it's kind of just do the onboarding phone call, and then I set them up with Trainerize, send them the link, and I can kind of completely erase the website if it works out in my favor. So that's another thing about like the conversion rate. If you can just work away not going, sending people to your website, I mean, it probably works. I don't know yet, but if it does work, man, dude, the game has been changed. Because I've never received, the person I sent to when I went to get the flyer, I'm like, she's like, yeah, I create postcards for like basically every business, and she's like, I'm like, have you ever done it for nutrition and fitness coaching? She said no, and I'm like, that's what I like to hear, because that means it's unsaturated, dude. I mean, the online nutrition fitness coaching, sector online, yeah, that's saturated, but going to your door, it is not. It is not a Walmart, Burger King, Dairy Queen, Five Guys, freaking Chipotle, Whataburger, they're all set, Subway, they're all sending those postcards in the mail. So when you get your mail, you have all these coupons that are basically from all those places, but if you're that one untouched, oh my gosh, that's what I'm relying on, because I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna fix the website up, and I'm gonna run some Facebook ads. Google ads, they wanted $63 a day. That was the recommended, and I was only getting 2-3 visitors each hour, and then I wake up and said $111 for that day. I ain't that balling yet, and especially if I ain't getting no dang leads. If I got clients off of that, then I spend $100 and I get a client and they spend $200. So as long as I'm making money, finding the leads, I mean, then you could call that a successful, advertisement. So like, you know what I mean? If I put 100 in and get 200 out, I'm like doubling my money. So I just keep doing it. It's like, it's 2 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for 1, 1 for 2, whatever the ratio is on your return on ad spend. But yeah, oh my gosh, there's a prairie dog, get out of the road. But yeah, so this talk is basically about the success and all the failures that I have came across, thinking that it was going to be super easy with this online nutrition and fitness coaching. It's not easy. It's very hard for me, I should say. It's probably not going to be like that for everybody. But what I have been doing and what I've learned is that without social proof, I am very, very limited on the success as finding clients. So you really just got to work on your ad copy, and I guess have a website to kind of like back it up. But all right.